Happy Easter Sunday, and welcome to the Senior Living Show, where we are celebrating the best years of life, along with celebrating Easter Sunday. I'm Vicki Rogers, so glad to have you along with me today. We've got a great show. You're not going to want to miss a minute of it. We're going to be talking to Phil Cheney from Automated Lifestyles. He's got this company that makes your home a smart home. This smart home technology is unreal. You can turn on the lights, turn on music, lock the doors, all with a push of the button or a verbal command. Whether you're here or maybe you're a snowbird and you're in Florida, you can take care of everything with that smart home technology. You're definitely going to want to learn more about that. We're also going to be talking to Scott Neal from Caregiver Circle. He's got all kinds of financial information, so many things I didn't know. You probably don't know either, so you're going to want to listen to Scott Neal. He is the expert. And then also we're going to be talking to the man himself, Mike Berry. He is the president of the Derby Festival, and there are so many cool events coming up in the next 2 weeks before Derby. He's going to tell us all about them, the ins and outs, and some inside scoop and secrets as well. So make sure and grab your jelly beans, grab your chocolate Easter eggs, and stay tuned for all the great stories on the Senior Living Show. We'll be right back.
For over 65 years, families have trusted Coit to deep clean just about everything, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Clean as new. That's the Coit commitment to you. Call 1-800-FOR-COIT today to schedule your Coit cleaning and save 25%.
100 years ago, we were selling appliances like these. Things have changed over the years, but one thing that hasn't is our commitment to our customers. And our growth has allowed us to carry the best selection of today's top brands. We wouldn't be one of the nation's oldest appliance dealers if we didn't provide professional salespeople and custom installation. The same thing that was true 100 years ago is still true today. There's no hassle at Bonnie Castle.
For over 65 years, families have trusted Coit to deep clean just about everything, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Clean as new. That's the Coit commitment to you. Call 1-800-FOR-COIT today to schedule your Coit cleaning and save 25%.
Welcome back to the Senior Living Show. We have as our next guest Phil Cheney with Automated Lifestyles. Now, it is all about smart home technology. And Phil, this can be really, really useful for seniors. It's going to make life a lot more simple for them. Tell everybody about what you do.
Well, Vicki, what we try to do with each and every client is we try to build a custom solution using smart technology, and we try to make it super, super simple to use. So we try to create experiences for each client. A lot of seniors these days are sizing down. Maybe they have two residences. Maybe they spend part of the year in Florida and part of the year here. We specialize in building solutions so that they don't have to worry about the home here while they're away. We also work in fun things like entertainment solutions. You know, technology's fun, but sometimes it can be complicated. We really, really work at trying to simplify things down and make it really user-friendly. That's our goal with every client.
Okay, so you have one remote and it can do what?
It can do anything. Our remotes, you don't have to aim. Our remotes come with a wonderful on-screen navigator. You get rid of all the clutter on the coffee table with all the various remotes you've got. And our remotes will control anything. It can control your HVAC, it can control your lighting, it can control your security system. Maybe you need to look on the exterior or see if your garage door's been left open. And security is a real big part of what we do as well. You know, having a one-touch solution or a button by your nightstand that you can simply push and all of a sudden the lights go off and all the doors lock themselves, the garage doors, if they've been left open, they shut themselves. Your HVAC goes down to a lower level for nighttime setting. Those are the type of things that we do, and it's custom for every client.
And so if you're in Florida, you can control your home here.
Yeah, from your home, you can get push notifications. What's a push notification? It's kind of like an email. It tells you if someone came in to the house or if there was motion outside the house, or maybe you need to let a maintenance person in while you're away. You can actually give them a door code that'll work for a specific amount of time, let you know that they've come in, and then you can secure the place after they've left. So there's a lot of convenience in everything we do as well.
Okay, we're going to find out a lot more secrets and a lot more cool things that you can do. We'll be back in just a minute with more on the Senior Living Show.
Burkhead Heating and Air Conditioning, your independent Trane dealer, has been serving the Louisville area since 1947. The customer service is second to none, and their job is not complete until you are satisfied. Call 367-1212 for all your family and business needs. Burkhead Heating and Air Conditioning, your independent Trane dealer, is the company to keep you comfortable year-round. Call 367-1212 today. You're a step ahead with Burkhead and Trane. It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to the Senior Living Show. We're talking to Phil Cheney from Automated Lifestyles. You can find out more at automatedlifestyles.com. Smart home technology is the latest and greatest. And Phil, I want to ask you about a success story or something that you would like to tell, your favorite story about how your automated technology has really helped a client.
Well, Vicki, you know, every solution is different because every client's different. We try to go in, sometimes there's a special need. Maybe someone's handicapped and they need access to be able to control various elements of their house. Maybe you have a special needs child. Like, you know, this month is Autism Awareness Month. And one of the things we're doing right now is we're picking a family right now that we're going to put a smart home application specifically designed for that child. Things like calming music, things like a caregiver being able to look in from their phone and speak to the parents, and or the parents being able to speak directly to the child. Those are just some of the solutions we do. We have I have a corporate client right now who is downsizing, going to be spending part of the time here, part of their year here and part of their time in New Jersey. And we're retrofitting their home right now so they can look in on it, just like what we were speaking about earlier.
And so you don't have to go through all the walls and put wires in, and it's really easy now. How does it work?
Yeah, it is. Automation, one big misconception about automation is that it's expensive. Our solutions start as simple as $350 and are scalable. So one thing that you see is that at the DIY stores and things like that, you've got an app for a thermostat, you've got an app for a camera, you've got an app for a door lock. Well, our solution brings all of those under one umbrella. So we simplify it down so you don't have an app for this, an app for that. It's all right there under one application, and it's all scalable. So we don't have to go in and tear up walls to put our solutions in. We can put in 95% of everything wirelessly if necessary.
And what is one thing that can be smart technology oriented that nobody's ever thought of that you do?
We've done some interesting things. We've integrated pools, obviously, but most people don't realize we've integrated ponds. Yeah, outdoor environments are pretty big these days. Some of the things that you would see people wanting to automate and control in their backyard is pretty amazing. Things like pumps, fountains, misters. Some people want to know if they've got a water leak in their basement. We can actually turn off the water to your faucets with an automated tool. So therefore, if I wanted to actually turn off your kitchen faucet for whatever reason, I could do so. We had a client with a long driveway one time that had a mailbox, and we put an occupancy sensor in the mailbox so that they would actually get a notification in the house as when the mail got delivered, so they wouldn't have to walk up and down the driveway. Automation is really key to simplifying things for people.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. You're awesome.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
I know you want to find out more, so go to automatedlifestyles.com, and we'll be back with more on the Senior Living Show. Welcome back to the Senior Living Show. I'm Vicki Rogers, and here with me again is Scott Neal. He's one of my favorite guests of all time. You've got so much knowledge. He's the president of D. Scott Neal Incorporated and the founder of Caregivers Circle. And today we're going to talk about something very important, money. Cash flow. You know, we've all got budgets that we try to live on. We all try to adhere with our budgets. But when you get older, you get retired, you are on a fixed income. How do you deal with cash flow when you have a different kind of a situation as retirement?
First of all, budget is just a bad word.
Okay, let's leave that out.
Yeah,
then.
leave that out. Let's talk about cash flow.
Okay.
But first of all, and I'm talking in the context of a caregiver taking care of an elder in this particular case. And so sometimes it's very difficult to know what all the cash coming in is, the amount I'm talking about, how much is coming in. But we got to get a handle on all that cash, and all of that cash has to go somewhere. There are 5 things, and only 5 things, that you can do with every bit of the money that comes in.
Only 5.
Only 5. You pay taxes.
Okay.
You pay some on your debts if you have any. You give some, you save some, and you spend the rest.
Okay.
And it's the spending the rest that really determines one's living standard. So this is after taxes, this is after debt, and so forth. And so most of our clients want to see that living standard grow with inflation out until the end of their lives. But I've seen a lot more people these days become afraid that they're going to run out of money, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. What do you consider discretionary versus non-discretionary, and how do you make that distinction?
Well, first of all, in my 5 categories, taxes are pretty mandatory. I haven't run across too many people that want to go to jail for not paying their taxes. And so taxes is non-discretionary. Debt payments, that's a decision that was made some time ago to take on the debt. So now the payment has to be made. And so that's pretty non-discretionary in most cases. And so the other categories, however, saving, giving, spending, that's what we would call discretionary income, or what economists call discretionary income at least. And so then you can drill down to that spending level, and some of those are mandatory. They're absolutely required. We want to keep the lights on. We want to eat and things like that. So you have, in each category, you have some discretionary and non-discretionary as well.
How much should they be saving? How much should all of us be saving?
Well, that's a
ballpark.
That's most of the time, by the time we reach retirement, we're no longer saving. The economists call it dis-saving. We're actually taking money out of the portfolio in order to maintain that living standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's interesting. So there, you have a term, living within my means, and you're going to tell us a little bit of a hint about that.
Yeah, you and I were probably taught that living within our means not spending more than our income.
Correct.
So many seniors today, it is essential that they spend part of their principal or part of the corpus of their estate in order to maintain that living standard, that some money has to come out. And that becomes part of the cash inflow for the bank account. So I've rephrased it to say that living within our means living within our resources. And resources can be all of your assets. It can be the equity in your home and things like that. Now, I get a lot of pushback from, particularly from my elders, that they don't want to tap into the equity in their home. But there are means to be able to do that today that are quite acceptable.
And you recommend that?
Well,
depending.
Within reason. You can go overboard with it. I heard a story once upon a time about a fellow over, I think he was in England, and the doctor said, you have 6 months to live, and he went out and spent it all.
Oh.
And then the doctor came back and said, I made a mistake. I think he sued the doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
well,
anyway,
yes.
But that kind of thing does happen.
Okay.
So we don't want to spend. We want to spend until the end, but we don't want to run out.
All right. Well, I really love all your tips. Where can folks get more information, Scott?
I think they can come to caregivercircle.com. We talk about things like this, and there are 3 free resources there available for download.
All right. You need to go check it out. We'll be back in just a couple more minutes with more from the Senior Living Show. Welcome back to the Senior Living Show, where we're celebrating the best years of life. I'm Vicki Rogers, and happy Easter Sunday to you. Thanks for sharing part of your holiday with us. And with us today is the president of Kentucky Derby Festival, Mike Berry, and he's going to share with us all the Derby Festival events. This is the best time to be in Louisville, Mike.
It sure is. We started off with a great thunder over Louisville. What we have coming up, of course, one of the traditional events of the festival, the BB&T Great Balloon Fest, will lift off. We have the Balloon Glow on Friday night. We have a rush hour race Friday morning, the Great Balloon Race on Saturday morning. So really balloons all weekend. And if we get really lucky, the balloons fly over the mini marathon and marathon, because that's Saturday morning as well. And we're expecting about 14,000 runners to take to the streets of Louisville to run either 13.1 mile or 26.2 miles, and really to help celebrate healthy lifestyles in Louisville. And that's all thanks to Humana. And then things really start to get rolling with the traditional events of the festival, the steamboat race, where the Belle of Louisville will try to reclaim those silver antlers as we race the Belle of Cincinnati. And then some great things happening this year with the event that started it all 64 years ago, the Republic Bank Pegasus Parade. So we're excited about all the festival events coming up. There's 70 of them during this 3-week period. So there's something for everybody. We encourage people to go to our website, kdf.org, and literally plan your 3 weeks.
Absolutely, because you can go to all of it. They need a Pegasus pin to go to most of the events.
That's correct.
Get you free admission.
Pegasus pins are available at over 1,000 outlets throughout the area. They're $6 in advance if you want to save $1. If you get there and you don't have it, it's $7 at the gate.
Okay, now tell me, back to the Derby Festival Parade.
Yes.
Who's the big guy, and what's the theme?
Well, the theme this year is superheroes. We're really kind of pointing this one toward kids and the kid and all of us. And so we have 4 of the Marvel characters who are coming in as Grand Marshal this year.
Oh, wow.
So we're excited to have Black Panther, the Black Widow, Captain America, and a surprise guest that'll be coming in as well. So we're actually going a little bit different direction. There'll be the usual cadre of celebrities like we see at our celebrity lunch, and they'll go down the parade route as well. But these are celebs for the kids.
Oh, I love it. Okay, and what's your favorite event, Mike? I know it's hard for you to pick, but...
Wow, that's kind of tough. I tell you, this time of year, one of my favorite events is the bed races. It comes right in the middle of festival, and it's at a time when you really need to laugh. And who would ever think that you could go to Broadbent Arena and sit down and watch 4 people push a bed with 1 driver on the bed, and it wrecks and everybody claps and laughs?
Yeah.
We usually don't do that for wrecks.
And how many entries are there in that this year?
There's usually about 50. I think last check there was about 45. It takes about 2 hours to do the entire thing. But they start early. They have what's called the dormitory, and a lot of the beds get there, and the teams kind of do last-minute prep and some calisthenics, and they get the beds all decorated for a big parade, because we give a prize for the best dressed bed, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Not the best made bed. The best dressed bed. And then we actually have time trials, and that's how you win. And there is a fun division, and then there's the serious division for those folks who like to bring in ringers. We've had U of L track people before. We've had the folks at the Ford plant over here on Fern Valley have designed beds that are aerodynamically.
Of course.
Of course. So, we've got a lot going on with that event, but it's fun. And really, that's what the festival's all about, is fun.
All right, absolutely. Well, we're going to have a lot more from Mike Berry, president of the Kentucky Derby Festival. We'll be back in just a minute on the Senior Living Show.
A few years ago, I was very embarrassed about my weight. I had lost weight in the past, but no matter what I tried, I just couldn't seem to lose it this time. I needed a plan. Imagine that. I needed a coach. That's when I turned to InShape MD, and wow, did their program work. I lost 42 pounds in the very first month. Now, I'm down 73 pounds and I feel tremendous. It worked for me, and it will work for you. Let InShape MD be your coach, and you will love the results.
For over 40 years, Superior Van and Mobility has been providing Louisville with state-of-the-art mobility solutions. We offer the latest vehicle conversions by Braun Ability, as well as custom lifts by Bruno. To go along with our knowledgeable, friendly staff and our expansive inventory, we now have an incredible new showroom and service center at 1506 Lakeshore Court near Hurstbourne Parkway and I-64. Stop by or visit us on the web at superiorvan.com.
Happy Easter Sunday and welcome back to the Senior Living Show, where we celebrate the best years of life. With me again is Mike Berry, president of the Kentucky Derby Festival. Now, there are 3 new events, brand new events this year. Tell us about those, Mike.
That's right. I'm going to do them in reverse order. The Trifecta, which is a black tie fundraising event with celebrities and all the trappings, is new on our schedule this year. That'll be on Derby Eve, so Friday night the 3rd.
Where's that held?
That is held downtown.
Okay.
And then we're doing a special promotion this year with Louisville FC, the professional soccer team in town.
Oh, I love that.
Tuesday night, April 30th. And it's Derby Festival night. There'll be a game, but the big thing is they're introducing a new Derby Festival Louisville FC scarf.
Oh.
And you know, you go to a soccer game, you got to wear your colors.
I
Well,
have a Louisville City FC, the official scarf.
probably the purple.
Yes,
and, right. Well,
I do.
on this one, the flip side of it kind of looks like this jacket.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want one.
Yeah, well, they're going to be hard to come by, so get there early.
Okay.
Again, you know, great time with Louisville FC. And then on opening day, that's this coming Thursday, of Kroger's Festival in the Chow Wagon, we're going to do a tasting. You know, you usually have to go in and you make your choice between, do you want a corn dog, do you want a hero sandwich, do you want a deep fried Twinkie? Well, with this, a special between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. for one price, you can buy a ticket that allows you tastes of all the different things. So it's a great way to plan your diet for the following 8 days.
And all you need is a
Pegasus
pin to get in. Oh,
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yep.
So everybody should.
Which ironically kind of looks like this jacket.
I've heard about that, and they
Yes.
are beautiful. I love them.
Thank
I
you.
love them. Yes, I have several. So now, Mike, we do have to tell everybody that this is going to be your last year as president.
It is.
How hard was that decision to make for you?
Well, you know, it's always tough. This has been the honor of a lifetime to be the leader of the Derby Festival and to work on this staff. 23 festivals, 33 years on the staff of the Derby Festival. But it was time. Want to spend some more time with my grandkids. Want to do some traveling. And the festival is in such great hands. We have a wonderful staff, such dedicated volunteers. It's a little bittersweet. But the good news is, you know, you want to go out on top. We're having a great festival. And the legacy that I want to leave is that the 2020 festival is the best ever. I mean, you know, if you prepare yourself in 2019, 2020 will be even better, and 2021 will be even better than that one was.
Oh, that's such a great attitude. I love it. Okay, do you have any inside secrets, little scoop that you can share with us that nobody else knows?
Well, let me, everybody thinks that the steamboat race is fixed. It's not.
Good to know.
Good to know. But there are a few extra things that the Belle of Cincinnati may have to do to win the race. So, you know, that could be a little tough on them this year.
There you go. I've actually.
But you didn't hear it from me.
Okay. I've actually emceed that event before, so I've seen some of the shenanigans that go around. Yeah, it can be a little fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, you know, back to the parade. It was the event that started it all 64 years ago. And the parade this year, I tell folks, you know, get a space to watch the parade. If you want a ticket, there's still some available, but there's plenty of curb space. Get there early and just enjoy yourself. You know, it is truly the event that brings the community together. It looks like the face of the community, both from participant to spectator, and just really enjoy it. And then, you know, go down to the Kroger's Festival that night. There is a national concert every night. On the stage down there during its 8-day run. So there's plenty to do with the festival. And, you know, after that, we'll be drawn for a new Honda CRV with the gold pins, et cetera. So the fun doesn't stop on Derby Day.
Right.
It keeps going. You can be lucky even past when your horse finishes or not on Derby Day.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, yes, and thank you for all your service and all your work on the Kentucky Derby Festival all these years.
I just thank the community. It's, as I said, it's been the honor of a lifetime, and I'm coming back as a pooper scooper for the parade.
That's awesome. All right, well, thank you so much for sharing part of your Easter Sunday with us. I'm Vicki Rogers. We appreciate you watching the Senior Living Show, and we'll be back right after this.
Welcome back to this Easter edition of the Senior Living Show. Vicki Rogers and Paul Najar here today. And Vicki, what a show it was. You got my Easter pink tie on today.
I love
As a
it.
reminder, yeah.
And a very handsome blazer, I must say.
Thank you. It's this time of year. It's the holiday we're doing, and what a show we had. We want to recap everyone. Phil Cheney with Automated Lifestyles. The gadgets, the things that they come up with are fascinating. You definitely want to check those out. He gave all kinds of great information about how to make your house a little more secure when you're not there.
Yeah, and make things easier. That's key.
Much easier.
Yes.
Yeah, it started with the clapper.
Yes,
Now,
yeah.
And now it's like, hey, do this, and it's done.
Yeah.
So, and then those rules for managing your money, those 5 rules from Scott Neal, from D. Scott Neal, incorporated in the Caregiver Circle. You want to spend a little, you want to save a little, you've got money for your bills. Those 5 steps that he gave us, always interesting for folks to acknowledge.
Yeah, and I need to start like now.
Yeah,
right?
we all do. There's no time like the present for any of that. And then, of course, Mike Berry, when you talk about Derby Festival and this time of year, and to have someone with that much knowledge and that much experience running the show, you were with him last week.
Yes,
at Thunder.
Yes, we were hanging out on the 24th floor of the Galt House in the Thunder.
The voice of it all. The voice. Yeah.
We were in the command center the whole day. It was a blast, and just what a wonderful event.
Your favorite aspect of that whole thing was?
The way that the awe that goes through your body when they first light off those fireworks.
And this finale was terrific. The strobe effect was great.
Yes.
All the neat little things. And like he said in his segment, some neat little additions to Derby Festival this year. And it is going to just, it just ramps up to that Derby time. I'm going to have my picks next week. Next week's show.
Okay,
I'll
good.
have my picks for Derby Day.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you can get all the information at kdf.org. Everything Derby Festival is right there for you.
So once again, we bid you a happy Easter, everyone. Thanks for watching and celebrating the best years of life. For Vicki, I'm Paul. Thanks for watching the Senior Living Show.